following government's announcement that talks have begun with Tortola Ports Partners Limited for the development of the Roadtown cruise ship pier and landside area. Officials met with cruise pier and craft alive vendors to explain how the development will affect them. Officials revealed the government's plans to pump some $700,000 to revamp the craft alive area to provide new vending spaces and an amphitheater, among other things. Walter Barrett has his report.
Vendors at the cruise ship pier have been awaiting accommodations that they say was promised them under the NDP government years ago. And now it would appear their wait has come closer to an end, as Minister for Communication and Works Honorable Mark Van der Poel announced that the Craft Alive Centre will be revamped to accommodate some 39 new vendor spaces, among other things. Addressing several of the cruise ship pier and Craft Alive vendors who gathered for the public meeting at the Moorings Conference Room on Monday, April 2nd, Minister Van der Poel said that government has been looking for the best way to improve the tourism product, along with port development. He said the decision was made to focus on income-generating areas of development, and to this end, activity at the cruise ship port had to be changed. Minister Van der Poel said that during this year's cruise ship convention, several cruise lines continued to voice their displeasure at the sight of the vending tents upon their arrival at the pier, an issue he said caused some cruise lines to stop their calls on the BVI. However, he said a plan for the development of Craft Alive to better accommodate the vendors was presented at the convention and well received, which includes a fisherman's display and presentations on the performing arts.
I presented a plan to the cruise ship group at the FCCA meeting, and they were very excited about it. They liked it. They want to see it done properly. They want to see brochures developed. They want to see activities that we're going to do in terms of how we're going to manage the Craft Alive Centre and how we're going to create activities within it to attract people there, and not just the selling and shopping concept. So we have some ideas. One of them, for example, is we want to create in there a very nice natural fishing pool, where we want our local fishermen to display in the natural pool in front of Craft Alive how you fish, how you set a fish pot, how you catch a lobster, how you hold a lobster. Let the tourists take pictures holding a lobster in their hand while they're flapping up and down. I don't know, something that is different to make the tourists like coming to Craft Alive. As well as presenting on a regular basis, well organized, well developed, well choreographed, properly prepared, not just music, but presentations in terms of performing arts and so on to depict the territory's culture, territory's dance, and so on a regular basis. I don't mean just once in a while, but we will create the atmosphere. And we will also create in there the economic activity, not just to see what is happening, what's being presented, but also to be able to encourage people to shop for what is there.
Evelyn Potter of AR Potter and Associates Limited, the architect for the proposed revitalized Craft Alive market, went through with the attendees at Monday's meeting what changes would be brought to the existing Craft Alive market, which includes 5 new buildings, additional restrooms, an amphitheater with stage for performances and cultural events.
To orient you to some of the stats of the project, existing, we now have 14 buildings. This includes the restroom building, the grass hut, and all of the vendor areas. It's only 14 buildings. We are proposing 5 new buildings and 5 additions to some of the existing buildings. We also have 23 vendor spaces existing. We are proposing an additional 39 new vendor spaces. We also have some restroom facilities existing. Of course, we are proposing to upgrade and increase those restroom facilities. We are proposing an outdoor amphitheater with a modest-sized stage.
Potter went on to give a visual demonstration of what the proposed development project would look like if viewed from a 20-story building, outlining the additional buildings and stage, among other things.
You would see this blue line in the back, which is the ocean. You would see the water along here, which is the gut. You would see all of these buildings. The white buildings are the buildings that exist now, and the blue roofs are the buildings that we are proposing to put in. We're not doing anything major to the interior of the Craft Alive facility. And I spoke a little bit earlier about the amphitheater that we're proposing. This area that you're seeing here will be the outdoor amphitheater. The big round thing that you're seeing here is going to basically be the stage that we're proposing to have.
Minister Vanterpool noted that while wishing to cater to all the vendors, persons who have been at the cruise ship pier or the Craft Alive market before and who have their trade licenses in order will be given preference. The estimated cost for the revamping of the Craft Alive market is $700,000. Reporting for JTV News, this is Walter Barrett.